The U.S. Navy's fiscal 2023 budget request indicates the next increment of the service's air-launched, ship-killing missile will be named HALO, or Hypersonic Air-Launched Offensive Anti-Surface Warfare Missile. The program's name is the Offensive Anti-Surface Warfare Weapon, OASuW Increment II, and the U.S. Navy recently published budget justification documents call its development a national imperative to maturing hypersonic capabilities. Viewers may note that OASuW Increment I resulted in the development of AGM-158C Long-Range Anti-Ship Missile, LRASM, which is a subsonic design. HALO will be the successor of LRASM, which is being used in several different warplanes in recent years, such as the Navy's FA-18 as well as the Air Force's B-1B bomber. In this video, Defense Updates analyzes how the U.S. Navy plans to upgrade its anti-ship capability with HALO. Let's get started. This video is sponsored by the free-to-play military vehicle combat game War Thunder. We talk a lot about military vehicles on this channel, but what about trying them out for yourself? In War Thunder, you can choose from more than 1,200 playable vehicles from the 1930s to the 1990s and go to battle on more than 80 theaters of war. You can fly aircraft, helicopters, drive tanks, and command ships of all types and sizes, which have been carefully recreated from their real-world counterparts. It's available as a free download on PC, PlayStation 4, and Xbox One with cross-platform support. So grab your friends and give it a try. All viewers of Defense Updates that register using the link in the description below will also get a free premium tank, aircraft, or ship and 3 days of premium account time as a bonus. The U.S. has been fighting with adversaries that have no or very little navy like Iraq or Afghanistan. All this while, Russia and China were not in radar. America was focusing on military assets that were more in line with these battles, like the development of drones. This led to a lull in the development of advanced anti-ship missile. But things have changed. In the last decade, Russia and China have emerged as a critical threat. Both of these countries are actively pursuing ways to counter U.S. Navy by developing a wide variety of anti-ship missiles. As clear from Russian Black Sea Fleet flagship Moskva sinking, only a few anti-ship missiles could potentially completely destroy or cripple a large surface combatant. On April 19th, the People's Liberation Army Navy (PLAN) released a video clip depicting an unknown missile being fired from a Type 055 guided missile cruiser. The new weapon, presumed by most commentators to be a hypersonic anti-ship ballistic missile, is thought to be YJ-21. The YJ-21 was fired from the warship Wuxi, a Type 055 cruiser that had been commissioned in Qingdao just a month earlier, in March. Its launch from an active-duty ship indicates the missile is almost certainly now in PLA service. HALO will be a higher-speed, longer-range, air-launched weapon system providing superior anti-surface warfare capabilities, according to the justification documents. It was stated OASuW Inc. II HALO will address advanced threats from engagement distances that allow the Navy to operate in and control contested battle space in littoral waters and anti-access area denial A2AD environments. It was added to counter the evolving near-peer threat capability. OASuW Inc. II HALO is required to be fielded in FY 2028. The U.S. Navy is seeking $92 million in research and development funding for HALO in FY 23. The money will be used for things like starting a new missile technology development program, making targeted investments in maturing subsystem technologies, and component or full-scale prototyping efforts, according to the service. The latter endeavor would, among other things, aid in the construction of a data link for the weapon. The service sought but did not receive approximately $56 million for similar research in the FY22 budget request. A chart contained in the budget books indicates HALO is expected to reach Milestone B by the end of FY23. Milestone B is an acquisition marker indicating a technology is cleared to begin producing prototypes. The budget books states that the program's acquisition strategy will follow a competitive phased approach and that the service plans to engage multiple vendors to a mature design in FY23. An object is said to be hypersonic once they exceed speeds of Mach 5, or 5 times the speed of sound. This is about 1,715 meters per second, or 5,836 miles per hour, or 6,174 kilometers per hour. Hypersonic weapons combine the high speed of a traditional ballistic missile with the maneuverability of a cruise missile, making them almost unstoppable with the currently available air defense systems. There are 3 methods currently being applied to make hypersonic weapons. 1. Using a scramjet engine like the Russian Zircon missile. 2. Through the use of hypersonic glide vehicle (HGV), examples of which are the Chinese DF-ZF, Russian Avangard, and the under development American Arrow. 3. Using air-launched ballistic missiles like the Russian Kinzhal missile, or ship-launched ballistic missiles like Chinese YJ-21. HALO is the second major hypersonic weapon program the U.S. is undertaking. It's being developed alongside Conventional Prompt Strike, or CPS. The particular hypersonic weapon is projected to be fielded on board a Zumwalt-class destroyer in FY25, as well as a Virginia-class submarine in FY28. CPS is being developed jointly by the Navy and Army and will have a surface, undersea, and land-based variant. America's Government Accountability Office (GAO) 2019 report stated that the U.S. currently lacks the defenses required to protect against the latest crop of hypersonic weapons being developed by China and Russia. The report states, China and Russia are pursuing hypersonic weapons because their speed, altitude, and maneuverability may defeat most missile defense systems, and they may be used to improve long-range, conventional, and nuclear strike capabilities. There are no existing countermeasures. Similarly, Russia or China will find it very difficult to intercept hypersonic missiles, and this is why it's important for the U.S. to develop them. The U.S. Navy's budget plan for the fiscal year 2023 makes it apparent that HALO is critical to the service's capacity to conduct extended-range standoff strikes against large threats in highly contested environments in any future battle, and rightly so. As the hypersonic race intensifies, the U.S. Navy is taking the correct steps to maintain its dominance.
Thanks for watching. Subscribe for more videos like this. Hit the like button if you find the video interesting, and kindly provide your feedback in the comment section. This will help us improve.